Currently, we're about 6 weeks away from a brand new Premier League season, but the 2024-2025 home kits have been dropping like flies. We're going to take a look at them and rank them from hit to shit, and we're coming at ya next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video today. That's right, folks, back once again with another tier list video. That's right, folks, back once again with another ranking video. Today, we're going to rank all the 2024-2025 Premier League home kits, and of course, that have been dropped officially and unofficially in, of course, our brand squeaky new clean tier list system. We're going to get into it, all of it, in a second. Of course, if you're new, where you've been, smash your subscribe button, your one-stop shop for Premier League, Rovers, football kits, everything, all here under one roofski, of course. We've got 75% of the club's home kits all ready to be ranked. Of course, we are missing a few, but maybe we'll revisit this content when, of course, we get the official 20 from 20. But let's get into it, of course, in a second. Big shout out to the VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. But anyway, let's jump in and have a little look at what we're talking about. We're talking about our tier list system here. We've been doing this for a few seasons now. And we have, of course, 5 categories: elite, best of the rest, decent, meh, and dog shit. Now, of course, I'm going to rank them from best of the rest down to dog shit, and then we're going to probably push 2 to the elite to really put them, class them as officially the best of the season. So let's waste no more time. We're going to come at you in alphabetical order, give or take. We're going to start with Arsenal, that's right, who have been sticking to their guns with their recent kind of feel to this, kind of retro vibe. It does look pretty clean right now. The Adidas logo looks polished, and yes, it's not a bad kit. I think everything is sync with the Adidas and the Arsenal sort of emblem, and of course the sponsor also looks pretty good, all in white. It's a good kit, solid. I'm going to put them in the B, or sort of best of the rest sort of stuff, and that is a contender already to be in the elite column. But then they're joined by fellow Champions League club, and that is Aston Villa. That's right, they'll be donning this jersey in the Champions League. Again, Adidas. Again, these are I think they are mock-ups of graphics that we've seen, and again, it looks pretty good. They've gone with the Adidas. What I did notice with some of the Adidas, that some have opted with some text underneath the logo, but these previous 2 have gone with a similar sort of take without the text. It looks pretty similar to that of the Arsenal one, albeit the sponsor, that's right, and they're, of course, different badges. So can I complain? Can I argue that this is any different? I don't think so. I think it's a polished looking kit. It looks quite tidy for Aston Villa. I'm sure they'll be excited to get their hands on that one for this coming season. Let's take a look then at Bournemouth. That's right, they've gone with their traditional red and black. Back in the Premier League, or remain in the Premier League for the season. Umbro is the brand. It is a good looking kit. Again, we're going to see probably some familiar traits which I don't like. I am wearing a similar kind of red and black gear right now. But what I do like to see for stripes and hoops is that they continue. They continue round and not end at the top here. They've got this, a black strip here which kind of cuts it off. It's not a bad kit. It's looking pretty tidy. And again, the hoops look okay. All in all, it's an average looking kit. I'm not going to complain about it too much, but there's just some personal preferences that kind of get me a little bit, that could have been polished to make it even a better looking kit. But it's a decent looking kit. Then we go to Brentford. That's right. Again, a stripy setup. Red and white with a couple of little black bits as well. It's clean. It's got a bit of a gradient as well towards the bottom end here. And of course Hollywood Bets, which I think was their sponsor last season. Not too sure about this collar up here. It does kind of get a little ugly with this red strip down up here. But again, it's decent. And again, I probably put it on Bournemouth level of a decent looking kit. Not too bad. Now, next up we have. This is difficult because the picture is shit, but it's Chelsea. And again, we don't have a shirt sponsor right now. This is hit and miss. This is very hit and miss. It could be stellar. It could be ugly, and the sponsor could define it really. So we may have to revisit this when we know 100% who the front of shirt sponsor will be for Chelsea. But they've got squirrely whirly kind of effect here, and again, you can see that squirrely whirly effect kind of stops here with these kind of vented sides here. Again, this is very much up in the air. But right now, with this poor picture, with no shirt sponsor, I can't really get on board about it. I can't. Again, if you were to fast forward 10, 20 years down the road, this would be one of those hideous retro ones you'd see from the 90s. I don't think it's that good, again, from this poor graphic. So I'm going to put Chelsea all the way down into the meh column. It's not dog shit, because I'm going to give it a little bit of a chance to bounce back when, of course, the front of the shirt sponsor is done, and the rest can be taken into account. Next up, we do have Crystal Palace. Now, they were early to officially release, or at least announce their kit. And again, this does have a retro vibe on it. It does have, the Crystal Palace Eagles splashed all over this one. And I'm getting a little excited about this one. I think it's pretty decent, pretty clean, pretty tidy. And it's looking good on the fella here, Gay or whatever his name is. But polished, looking good, strong. I'd like to put it up in the best of the rest. I'm going to put it up in the best of the rest. I think it's a solid looking kit. And I think Crystal Palace have hit it out of the park with this one. Is it though elite? We'll take a little look at that in a minute. Now this one has got me thinking. It is Everton, and for years they've gone about their kits pretty solidly. I did do an Everton video way back when, a couple of years ago, where I ranked all the home kits, and they had some really good ones. I like this one. Custore is the manufacturer, Stake.com, another betting thing, but it's pretty simplistic, really. All the blue all over the place. The collar, even the pinstripes. It is polished. It's looking good. It's looking stellar. I like it. I like it a lot. This has got it's got legs. Definitely got legs. So that's up there into the best of the rest. We're now going to take a look at Leicester City's kit, who of course coming back from the Championship. It's an Adidas kit. Is it that of the sort of similar standard to that of the Arsenal or the Aston Villa? I don't think so. The collar for me looks very ugly. Again, we haven't got the greatest picture. No front shirt sponsor as well. So at the minute, again, maybe it's just a poor mock-up or poor picture we've got. But I've got to go for what I've got, and it's not great. It's not great for Leicester. I think it's very, very meh. And again, we will have to revisit it once a sponsor is on the shirt. Maybe it's presented in a better way, but ultimately, it's not going to get me excited. It's not going to get me rushing out to buy that kit. Let's take a look at Liverpool, of course. Here they come with their red jersey. And again, weird-ass collar. Weird boxy kind of collar. You know, they've got some weird graphics going on it as well, made by Nike. They've got the gold badge, which looks good. The gold badge looks good. The gold Nike emblem looks good. The pattern looks okay as well. I could tolerate that. But it looks boxy, and that collar drives me mad. I don't like that whatsoever. And that's a big concern for me. I'm actually even considering plonking it in the dog shit column because of that collar is pretty hideous. So again, going wild on this one. Not a fan. Collar is a big negative, big no-no in my eyes. So no, not happening. Then we go to Man City. Now, I've always been critical of Man City, when they do the centre badge business. But this kit, I'll tell you what, is also pretty sexy. Made by Puma. They've gone with the all-white badge, all-white logo badge for Puma. And, of course, the Etihad Airways. And the trim looks pretty good on it as well. It's a polished-looking kit, decent. And I think, again, good mock-up of it as well. I think it's a solid kit alongside Everton and, of course, the rest of the gang. So, yeah, we've got some really good kits so far from the gang. What about Manchester United? Let's have a look at their kit then, shall we? Of course, was sponsored by Snapdragon Software Company, made by Adidas again. It's gone for some retro kind of vibes with the sort of the trim down the sides there. You know, little different tones of red. But it's a polished looking shirt, decent. But I'm not the greatest fan of it, so I'm gonna put it down into the decent column. It's not bad kit, not ugly, and again the mock-up is not great of it. Let's take a look then at the Geordies. Let's take a look at them with their traditional black and white jersey, and this also is pretty savvy as well. Again, I just think maybe the mock-ups of it are very good, but the black and white stripes look clean. They don't look butchered. And the all black Adidas logo looks good, and the front shirt sponsor, whoever that is, Looks quite tidy, done well, not in a box. It's very, you've got the outline right. Everything seems clean and polished with this Newcastle shirt. And again, I think they're onto a winner. I think this looks good. I'm going to put it in the best of the rest as well. We've got quite a stacked lineup here, and I think it could even get busier with this one. With Spurs, Tottenham Hotspur's kit. Nike got the collar looking good and simple with just the one tone and a circular collar as well. The trim on the arms looks good. A little bit of concern here with this little blue strip. Why didn't they just go all the way around with it? But everything else looks polished. And again, a good shirt, but you just don't want to eat spaghetti bolognese with it. That's all. Again, I'm going to put it on the best of the rest. It looks like we might have to put 3 in the elite tier, to be honest with you. And then wrapping it up, we do have a Wolverhampton Wanderers. Their traditional orange kit as well. It's polished. Adidas, they've gone with the text, which is good to see. I like that little addition there. And of course, W88 is probably another betting sponsor as well. So difficult. I'm going to squeeze them in. I'm going to squeeze them in on the end there, but we're gonna clean this up a little bit right here, right now. We are going to move some up to the top tier, which is elite. I think the Everton one is elite. I also think the Manchester City one is elite. I also think the Crystal Palace one is elite. And I think I'm going to stick with that. I think those are the 3 top tier level kits for me. And of course, it's good to see, we do have 3 different manufacturers. We have Castoria, we have Puma, and we have Hummel. Is that right? For this last one for Crystal Palace. All different kind of brands, different manufacturers, not, of course, your bread and butter with your Adidas or your Nike. So kudos to them. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Of course, we'll be revisiting this when, of course, we get the likes of Fulham, Ipswich, Southampton, etc., etc. But right here, right now, that's, of course, the state of play for the home kits. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know down below as we look forward to the start of a brand new Premier League season whenever it comes around. But until then, subscribe, smash a like, get your thoughts down below. We'll see you soon for the next one, whenever that is.